2, 1. We
love. Oh man, I love
Welcome
my
back,
friends.
tribe, to a new episode of the Ratchet Robe Review. We are the
Yes.
Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast. I am TJ. On my upper side, I have Flash the Philosopher,
Yo.
Nash Spew God Drip Drip,
Yeah.
Mo that represents the BX, and Shake, our favorite fuck boy, America's favorite fuck boy.
Talk about it.
Today, we are talking about TLC's new show that everyone is talking about, Seeking Brother Husbands. It's on TLC. It drops new episodes every Sunday. We're 2 episodes in. Tribe, this is a must-see. We got to talk about it. Let's start it off with a burner question.
Talk to me.
So, Seeking Brother Husbands is about polyandry. Polyandry means that it's a woman that has multiple husbands. Polyamorous means that you're just having multiple intimate relationships. So, just so that we get the terminology correct, that's what that is. So, burner question is burner questions are signatures to the SR podcast where we ask you a question and you get to either say yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet.
Absolutely.
Okay. And if you want to burn a question card, just shoot me a DM. Okay. Slide in my DM. We are on IG at So Ratchet Podcast on IG. We're on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. And right here on YouTube where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces, So Ratchet Space Podcast. All right, guys. What do you say? Would you be in a polyamorous relationship?
It depends on who's. I'm sorry.
Where your fucking card at, ho?
It depends on who's winning.
All right. So I have sophisticatedly ratchet. Flash has sophisticatedly ratchet. Shake has sophisticatedly ratchet. And Mo is always undecided. And she and Mash are saying no. Oh, she's now saying sophisticatedly ratchet.
All right. She's switching it up.
All right. Why no, Mash? Because you're the first person that had a different answer than the rest of us.
So I say no because I can't see myself being in a situation where I'm being led by a woman. I feel like in this instance with this show,
led by a woman.
Yeah.
Now remember, hold on. Remember, this is polyamorous. Y'all put up unless y'all talking about
exactly because it's not. It's talking about polyamory in general.
Well, for the men, let's fix it.
Right.
Polyandry. Would you be in a poly?
No, polyandry for the women.
Oh, not so my answer changes for that.
Polyamorous for the men
because it depends on who's winning. That's my answer now.
Mo, you're on mute, so we can't hear you. But go ahead, Mash. Would you be in
the question is would you be in a polyamorous relationship, not polyandry? Would you be in a polyamorous relationship?
And you would only if it was you. Mash, are you frozen? Is Mash frozen?
No, I'm listening to y'all.
No, he's listening.
Oh, okay. So yeah, would you be in a polyamorous relationship? Like you would be in it if you had 2 women, but you wouldn't be in it if it was you.
The
and
polyandry, right? If it was a polyandry relationship, you wouldn't. But the question is polyamorous,
which is meaning that you can have an intimate relationship with multiple people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. I don't want to be in a polyamorous relationship.
You wouldn't want another girl with your girl?
Nah.
Okay.
Dealing with one woman is enough. Like dealing with 2 of them would be a little bit too much for me to handle. I'm good on that. I'm good.
All right. And Flash, what do you got to say?
No, I said sophisticatedly ratchet. I feel like I would. I guess the way I want to love women and shit is multi-dimensional to a certain degree. So yeah, can I see myself loving more than one woman? Absolutely. And so it's something that I would love to explore. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. I feel like the people who I've met from that scene, whether it was like swinger lifestyle or polyamorous lifestyle or whatever the case is, I feel like they kind of got a real good hold on their emotions and what their intent is with how they want to display love. Now, financially, it's a different thing because I don't think being polyamorous or polyandry is a poor man's sport. But go figure. But that's kind of what I feel about it.
All right, Mo, what you think?
It's a hard question. I mean, it depends because one person, because one person can have something that you like, the other person can have it. And you just want them to be one person. So that's why I say yes, because you can have 2 people who hold different things, but realistically, you want it to be in one person because it's hard to juggle 2 people. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence. Like, with my answer, because it's like, well, yes, you can, because one person can have something and the second person can have something. But if they were just in one person, then the answer would be no. So
you're sophisticatedly ratchet.
I'm sophisticatedly ratchet. Exactly.
All right. Shake. What about you, love? You've been talking about this for a long time.
I said, polyamorous, but polyamorous, like Flash was saying, it's not a poor man's sport. Like, you really have to have enough money and you have to have enough time to be able to support emotionally multiple women. You feel what I'm saying? So and we're talking from the emotional, the multiple woman standpoint. But if it comes to polyandry, I think the other one is called, absolutely not. I can never see myself in a polyandry relationship where I'm there with other men, but I can do it with multiple women. But like I said, I would just need to have enough time in order to pour into all of them. Okay, enough funds in order to be able to take care of us, and I need that be able to have. There was a third thing. I think just time and money. You know what I mean? I think that makes sense.
So I can I put something in there too? I actually think I could do polyandry, but I would want to be the first husband. Like that would be like my clause if I ever agree.
They usually call that the primary.
Right.
Oh, you're talking about the
You're talking about polyandry. The polyandry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, all right.
That's
TJ,
interesting, Flash. I love that you're open to it. So
for me, I think. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I think Flash just wants to be a bottom bitch. Okay.
No,
and I don't know. I don't know if because the bottom bitch is like the main bitch, right? So I think Flash just wants to be the bottom bitch.
Nah.
He want me to special one.
You know what it is? No, you know what it is? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you have to have a certain level of confidence to like really be okay with that shit. And I'm telling you, like,
exactly what I was gonna say.
I'm unbothered by certain shit as far as like, a male energy feeling like, okay, this nigga is better than me or more supreme than me. No,
it takes a very strong person to that type of relationship. And so for me, that's why I said it depends on what me and my partner discuss and what we come up with as a compromise to make the relationship work. Yes.
What do you want? 2 women or 2 men?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like right now, I'm not fucking with women right now. I'm fucking with men right now. So I'm not really sure, but I could see myself in a relationship like this. And if that's what my partner and I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? Like if we wanted to add someone else in, I do feel like it's a lot of personalities. And like Mo said, there's multiple people and this person may bring something to the table that this person doesn't bring, and it's nice. I mean, I'm sure it would be great to have it in one person, but everyone fills up my cup in different ways, even my friend groups. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would be totally into this if my partner was into it. And I would want to make sure that we had a very strong foundation first, because it takes a lot of honesty and checking in with yourself. I mean, a lot of, we're going to talk about the couples. So Tribe, there are how many couples? 4 couples?
Yep.
Yeah.
4 couples. Who do we want to talk about first? Let's pop them up.
Pick one.
Let's talk about Kenya. Your favorite, Mash's favorite is the black couple. Okay.
Well, it's 2 black couples.
Yeah, she comes on the 2nd season. Kaya comes on the 2nd season. All right, so let's talk about it. Mash, what are your thoughts on
where's the picture?
And Tiger?
You got a picture though?
Yeah, Mash is gonna throw it up.
Kenya, Carl, and Tiger.
All right, well that's
not them.
Okay.
There we go. Because they're black.
All righty, so Mash, go ahead. What are your thoughts on this couple right here?
So this is polyamory. What are we calling this now? What is this?
Polyandry.
Polyandry. AKA this is trash. I'll tell you this is trash for a couple different reasons. One, from what I've seen so far, I would not approve of this. I see episode 2. Episode 2, homeboy, who's the second dude, which is Tiger, is not feeling the idea of her bringing on another guy. right? Now, Carl, he's been indoctrinated in this system, so he's all the way bottom bitch simping, all the way. He's ready to be down for the cause no matter what. So he's programmed already. Tiger, he ain't been programmed. And Kenya, her words that she used to shut this nigga down is so pimpish. It's crazy to me. Like, I don't hate the player or the game, but goddamn.
Oh Lord, I don't even
shut your bitch ass up.
Yo, when they went to go look at the crib because they looking for a 3-bedroom now because she want to get her fuck on with new niggas. So he's like, yo, you need to get a new room, dog. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I want to be married too. I want to be bottom bitch number 2 before we decide to bring new niggas in. And she like, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. We get married.
That's not what she said.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. She might not have said that, but her face says that. She said, look, I'm going it down. I'm gonna take exactly what she said. She said.
You took notes?
He was in the car, right? He was in the back seat. He's the third nigga. He's not gonna drive the car. So he was in the back seat of the car, right? And he was like, yeah, you know, you're moving so fast with this wanting to move thing. You know, we're not married yet. And she was like, I deeply empathize with you. But her face said, nigga, please.
Right.
Her face said, nigga, please. But her words was, I deeply empathize with you. Nothing she says to this nigga addresses any of his concerns, and they're all dismissive.
Gotcha.
Okay. So for the viewers, the guy to the left in the black sweater, that is Tiger. Kenya's been with him for 10 years. She's helped raise his son. His parents don't agree with the relationship. They feel as if he's dating a married woman. She's been with Carl, the guy in the white t-shirt, for 26 years. They have 3 kids together. Personally, I just want to tag in and touch on what you mentioned, Mash. I don't feel like she shut him down. I think that they lack communication about what they really want and what's valuable to them. And I think you see that in episode 2 where Carl is saying he pulls, he has like a one-on-one with Tiger, and he pretty much tells Tiger like, okay, this is where she's coming from. For her, she sees marriage as family, a uniting of family. And if your family's not on board with that, then what's the purpose? But for a Tiger, he sees marriage as, hey, I'm committed to you. We have this security. And then I want you to know that I am here for you. You're here for me. I want to make sure that my spot is secure with you before we bring somebody else in. And I don't think she's like that.
And I think for him, for Tiger, not to say that he don't care about his family, but that kind of shows he don't really care what his family thinks. He still wants to be with Kenya, regardless if his mother agrees with it or not. And I guess like TJ said, for her, it's like, oh, all family has to be on board, but family may not be on board all the time with everything you do. So what you're not going to live your life.
And that's why I said it's a miscommunication, right? It's like they need to have that conversation to rectify it. Does she come off a little like bitch or like him? She has a strong personality. I didn't see it the way Mash saw it. I think we may be not being very equal or seeing this as equal, because when it was seeking sister wives, it was all good. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden these niggas is
not the same.
Go ahead.
Sorry, the reason why I say it's not the same is because his apprehension to the agreement is apparent. Like he's very clear that he has a problem with the arrangements moving forward as is. And he don't feel comfortable moving forward until he gets secure in some way, like Carl feels secure.
Right.
I think that's completely different from seeking sister wives. I think the sister wives situation, at least the episode that I saw with the black dude and the 2 white chicks, is that he was fulfilling all their needs. They was happy. They was working together. They was giving him their money. You know what I mean? It was one big happy family unit as far as the dude who had 2 wives. This, no, not the same at all.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, bro.
They all make money.
Can I tell you what the problem is?
Making money and being willing to give your money to a nigga who's not working.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, bro. Your boy, what's his name? Tiger saw himself as the alpha. He doesn't care. Like, he was brought in to be the alpha. He's supposed to be the dog. All right. Yeah. That's her first husband, but she brought me in because he wasn't handling business. So I'm here to handle business. Right now, he's feeling kind of like, now he feels like he got to kind of, I guess, be not the alpha, because now she wants to bring somebody else in to satisfy her. Like he thought that's what he did. He thought that's what he was here for, to satisfy her. So what is his role now if he's not going to be the one who satisfies?
That's why he wanted to get married, so he could.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Correct, because she still has her husband. You know, he doesn't. So once I guess she brings in a third individual, it becomes. You know what am I? I mean, but 10 years, that's a long time too. I mean,
yeah, but and I'll just say this even with this couple, and this is like one of my favorite couples too. But I look at her like, yeah, she is looking for, you know, this new love or this new interest in a partner or whatnot. And the way how she kind of plays off on the dudes, it does kind of almost make him seem simpish. But you know, I'm the type of nigga where it's like, I got to figure out, like, is this really how they treat them or whatnot? So I did a little snooping. Okay. I did a little snooping. All right. And, you know, on mainly, I want to say it was Carl. Right. And I realized, like, this is something that he's into. You know, he's into the polyamorous lifestyle. And I guess, like, that's kind of what made me say, about the couple, because they only show like the sides where she's just being like maybe the aggressor and those other shit. But I feel like when she was sending that nigga to his other room, he was texting his other bitches. Okay. Like he knew he was okay with going to his other room. He got 3 other wives, probably, just to be honest. Okay. I go to my room too if I know I got.
See now, look,
that's shake facts. That's a shake fact.
No, it's not shake fact. No, you know why?
He went to his room and he said he's the type that he likes to be alone.
No. All right. So P game. So see, this is what you got to decipher what he said. Just because a man said he like to be alone, don't mean he said he ain't got no bitch.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact. I love me alone.
He likes his own space.
Got a good point.
You're 100% right, Flash.
He likes his own space. He likes his own space.
Give me my room then. I'm in there.
Not making up shit about the
but real shit. No, he is into that lifestyle because and they daughter, Kenya and Carl's daughter, she actually teaches it as a subject. Like she teaches it, you know, as far as the subject matter. That's why I was sitting here like, as much as I love this couple, and this is their real situations too, but it's like I just didn't like how they're not also speaking to like the male's positioning in the system a bit too, as far as like that relationship. That's all.
And what
you mean like in terms of like how they live in their life?
Well, they show Kenya to be like very just maybe the more aggressor or the leader, right? And they don't have like any enjoyment as far as like the whole of the relationship. They show their dynamic, which I'm cool with. I just wish they also like at least spoke to the fact that he got like maybe a couple other wives or whatever too. That's all.
But do we know him to have other wives?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. It's not. It's real life.
Maybe you're using the word wives. Maybe he got
right, side pieces, whatever you want to call them. All right.
Yeah, but we don't know. That's a shake fact. That has not come out on the show or anything like that.
He didn't want him to have bitches. She want him to be a lawyer.
It's not that I don't want.
No, even if he had it, that's not being displayed. So even if his wife agreed for him to have a side piece, that's fine. But we haven't seen that yet from watching the show.
She want Kenya to be the leader.
I think so too. I just feel like they're playing to the simp role a bit. That's all.
Agreed.
Okay. I mean, I disagree. I feel like you have to be very strong as a man to allow that. And Tiger, you know, looked to Carl for advice. And I think Carl kind of gave him good advice in the sense that, like, this is how I know her. This is what she thinks. And you guys need to talk about it, you know, and at least have a ceremony to solidify your relationship because she really does love you. All right, let's move on to the next topic. The next couple.
Right. 14 minutes in.
I know. All right, so
I gotta stop watching.
All right, cool. So
what's
go ahead.
The next couple?
Let's drop up Elisa and Mike. All right, so Elisa and Mike.
Relax, nigga. Let me grab it.
Elisa and Mike are a couple. Elisa had cheated on Mike. They said that they were happily married. Yeah, they were happily married, and supposedly she must have cheated on him. And after she cheated on him, you know,
it's all ridiculous, bro.
To have like a discussion about, you know, adding other people so that she could be happy. And his mom is not feeling this shit. She's like, oh, the bitch cheated on you. I'm not feeling it. How do you guys feel about this couple? Unimpressed? Y'all want to talk about it or not?
I wonder how you feel about this couple.
Personally, I feel like she's going about it in the wrong way. I don't feel like she's preserving his feelings as much as I think she should. I think when someone cheats on you and then he's allowing you to find yourself and find your happiness because he's happy with you, I feel like she could go about it in a different way, because I think she's trying to make it so that she could do anything. And I think they need to have a really
like a clause.
They need to have a sit down and come up with, all right, this is what I want to do. And he can say, hey, I don't feel comfortable with that. How about we create this? They need to come up with their deal breakers and then come up with a compromise, because she was like, oh yeah, I mean, if I do have like a one night stand while you're out of town or whatever, can I bring the guy home? I won't bring him in our bed, but I'll bring him in the spare bedroom. And he's like, whoa. Like, I'm not about you having one night stands. I'm about you having a full on relationship, And I agree with that for him, because he might be thinking about his safety too. I want to make sure that whoever we bring in knows that, like, hey, we are exclusive and we're not sharing bodily fluids with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But why?
I don't think he wants to do it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mo.
He doesn't want to let her go.
But I'm over here like, why is she trying to bring niggas to the house to get freaky? Okay, y'all got a baby there. All right. Why you want to use the extra room?
They got a baby.
Didn't they have the baby gate? Like, he had to go through and that was like for
cats, I think. Oh, I do remember the baby gates there, but I remember them. I remember seeing a cat. I didn't see a baby.
I assumed that they had a baby.
Shake facts. This nigga.
No.
But they did have the gate. They did.
No, that's
what
I'm saying.
Have
when
the
I saw
baby
the gate, I thought that was like a baby gate. So that wasn't for babies.
I mean, it probably was a baby gate, but it wasn't.
I mean, regardless baby gate or not, I feel like Shorty is wild. She's out here trying to bring niggas back home. She told homeboy Leo, what if I had a friend with benefits? He was like, I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, right. He said he wasn't okay with that.
Yeah. But if that's the case, I was gonna say for them, like, I agree with him. Like, he loves her enough that he wants her to be happy and would sacrifice to give her, I guess, the person to be in a relationship with her. But how she's making it seem like it's just bringing in random people, and if she wants to restrain random people, then leave him alone. Then that's it.
And what he's supposed to be doing when she bring him home?
Reading.
Yeah, he was in the bed reading, right? Yeah, I think they need to like iron out what they're doing too. I think she's a little bit too excited.
Right.
And I think her focus needs to be on what she said her intentions were, which is creating a relationship. Remember the artist guy that she went on a date with in the second episode? Homeboy was like, oh yeah, I love having sex with different women and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, I'm not about that. Like, she just didn't want to be like, one of his many women. It seems like she definitely did want a relationship.
You know what's different about this couple?
What?
This is a couple that they're not actually in it yet. Like, she's convinced, she's looking for someone. Mm-hmm. Like, she's trying to get in. So it's different because this is like a different phase of it. Like, this is the first phase of it.
So wait,
creating the simp.
This is Flash in the beginning with his contract.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's not me. You the bottom bitch, nigga. You what you said you want to be. You want to be the first husband, nigga. This is you trying to be convinced. Y'all bringing in another dude.
Then y'all work out the details of how you not gonna have a nigga fucking your crib.
Now go sit. Do it at a hotel. In the corner.
Not in the car, like all of those details you go to establish after the fact.
I mean,
exactly.
Y'all talking
first husband. You said you wanted to be the first husband.
I know,
okay?
I did, but
you know what the first husband is in this relationship? You know what they are? Huh?
What are they? No.
Huh? What was it? No. What is it called? When there's a bull and what is it called?
Oh, the cuckold.
Yeah, you're a cuckold, bro. That's what you are, bro. No. I just need you to understand that you being the first husband, you're a fucking cuckold.
So this is the thing. I don't think I would be around for like anything sexual though. That's not how I'm going for, especially like under my roof. There's rules. Y'all niggas gotta understand. There's rules. Okay.
You're the proverbial cuckold, bro. You don't have to be there for it, bro. That's just you. You standing by while I fuck your bitch, okay?
Oh my god! All right, let's move on.
It's gonna be a wrap.
I'm just saying. Excuse my language. I apologize.
Look, you got to be tough.
All right, we're gonna move on over to Kim, Dustin, and Vincent. So this is actually a very unique couple. This was Kim and Vincent and Dustin are married, and Mash, you can put it up whenever you get a chance. And Vincent is the black guy that comes in.
Okay, yeah, we know what this was.
He is unimpressed. He is not trying to have her add another person. He's like, hey, I thought I was the other person. Now you want to add another person, and I'm not feeling it. And it seems like they had already meshed their families. Like his kids were coming over, and he actually has a friendship with Dustin outside of her. So I found that really interesting, and I loved how much they really unpacked their feelings, because what comes up for you when you have jealousy? That's something that you got to work with. Like, why are you feeling jealousy? Because you don't own her, right? And so I think this is a couple that really, I feel like they're getting down to that nitty gritty. Like, what's coming up for you? What are your feelings? And why do you think you have those feelings? Where are they coming from? What are those, what is the trauma that that is making you feel like this?
I think that old girl need to go back and listen to our greed episode, because she mad greedy. She cheated on old boy. Now she got this new black penis, and she's like, "Oh, it's not enough."
She never cheated.
She got this dude. So
no, that was the other one.
Elisa cheated and Kenya cheated.
He's all like, I just want a new best friend. That's all I want. That's what he sounded like in the first episode. I want somebody to be friends with me. That's all I need. Like, he sounds fucking sad, bro.
I'll say for this couple,
sad.
You have to be a strong, secure person to do.
Now, granted, this I agree with you, teacher. You got to be strong and secure, but part of me feels like she kind of forced him into this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she probably wanted some black peen. She went on, blackplanet.com, whatever the fuck she went on.
I can't.
And she got what she wanted. I'm being honest with you, and I'm not mad at it, because sometimes, especially when you're talking about probably the polyamorous shit, it's like people try to feel like a void of, hey, this partner gives me this, sensation for me, and maybe the next person gives me this. And I do think, she's being a little bit greedy, because she's not being considerate of maybe like his time. And this man got children that chill with y'all and all this other shit too. And it's like he's investing time in y'all. And if you're taking away that time from him, and he's not like he's there just to be like bros with him. He's here mainly for you. You know what I'm saying? The white chick at least. But yeah, I just feel like she's wasting his time a bit. That's all. Yeah,
and I feel like everybody kind of served their purpose in this relationship a little bit. He talked about how he got out of a marriage and how this was a different dynamic for him. And so it was working at one point. So, now it may not be working and he may have to go his way. And she seems sad that he's going to go, but she's okay with it. She's ready to move on. It looked like in the next episode, the preview was, she was talking to the next man and he was off to the side and he was like, I don't like the way that this feels. And he walks off. So
she's getting everything she wants out of all of this relationship.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm interested in
what she wanted to.
How that plays out. All right. And this is the last couple, I guess.
Chara,
Patrick and Noble.
So what I wanted to mention about this situation, not only the fact that he's sad, okay? It's the fact that this is the same situation in which the second husband is being brought in as he feels as the lover. I'm the one providing this for her because this is what she needs. She gets the love from that dude, and I'm here to fuck her. Okay? Excuse my language. Right? So now when you bring the third husband in, it's just like when you bring the third, whatever this person is to her, like, what am I to her now? Like, what role do I play? It kind of displaces him. Now, I'm telling you, as a man, this is what he feels like. He is the alpha. Same thing as Tiger. Him and Tiger are in the same position right now. I'm the alpha. That other dude wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. I came in because I'm providing the sex.
And this is why this is distinctly different from sister seeking husband. I mean, the other ones, the
sister wives.
Yeah, that's what's distinctly different. I don't think that those women suffer from those same things that these secondary men suffer from, as far as feeling a void in their relationship and feeling like they'll get replaced when they decide to add a new person into the mix. I think it's distinctly different because of that.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, if you say so, I feel like it's a double standard. But
if it was,
but it's kind of the same. But it's kind of the same. So think about it, even in Sister Wives. If you have your wife first, and then you bring in, the second wife or side chick, and then the third one comes in, then the second, then the second one is going to feel the same way. Yeah, what is my place? What is my place? You done got a third hole. So what am I? Who am I? Like, what role do I play?
And that's exactly, you got to just check in with yourself. Like, what are you insecure about? If you know that we're secure in our relationship, what are you jealous about? Like, you get to deal with those feelings, is what I feel. All right, and our last couple, they got their first premiere on the second episode, and
you gotta watch it. I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's Chara, Patrick, and Noble. Mo, you want to explain their situation?
Okay. Patrick and Chara are married.
Yeah. Patrick's during the course with the ball.
Yeah, Patrick's the one with the ball, but they both got bald heads. But the one with the glasses is Noble. The one with the glasses is Noble. Apparently, I know that Chara got into an accident. I don't recall which one. I think it was a car accident, if I'm not mistaken. She was in some kind of car accident where she had to like learn how to talk and everything like that over again. Yeah. And through the dynamics of their marriage, things shifted. Like they stopped having. It's about, I want to say, if my memory serves me correct, I think she said it was 10 years that they did not have sex.
But she did not want to leave him.
But she didn't want to leave him. And she kept saying that people were saying to her, oh, if you're not having sex in your relationship, you need to leave. But I guess for her, it's not all about the sex. It was about, I guess, what they built during that time. And then, then they, I guess, had a conversation, and then Noble enters in.
That's exactly
equation.
What I told y'all. I told y'all that first husband was not fulfilling their needs. And it's like that in all these relationships. I'm saying, I don't see no other reason for you to bring in another dude. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And the men are okay with
emotional, If
they're not giving you the sex and they're like, I don't even want to give you the sex. I want to actually, because I actually started to feel like this guy was a little gay because of that. I was like, is he not feeling her anymore? Did he want somebody else?
That gay look. Like, look at that stare.
So Pete Game.
I immediately thought of that. Same thing for Tiger too. Like, I was like, why is Tiger not having sex with her?
Yeah, but you know what it is too, and I'm gonna say this: I don't think it's always a sex thing either. I feel like sometimes it could just be like maybe the who y'all call like the first husband, as far as like the simple one. Maybe he just doesn't have time to fulfill certain things in the wife's life, and I feel like, damn, if you can't. Maybe you're so busy in like your career or hustling or doing whatever you got to do, and she really might be needing somebody else to like do other things with love on her.
Leave, bro.
Right.
So
but
that's the thing though. You say leave, but when you have a good partnership and you know how to work together efficiently, and this doesn't also mean that this nigga can't also do his own shit and have side pieces or whatever the fuck he want either. That's the one thing you got to remember too. It's not about her.
How good can the partnership be if we need another person on the team?
I mean, that's like saying how bad can a village be if you got more people in it?
More people, I was just gonna say that it could be better because it
depends
when you, especially if you put your money. I'm being for real. Like if you put your money together, like y'all, everybody's winning at that point because now we're building something for all of us. All of us is benefiting from it. But there's different things that you get from different people. The lady went through a traumatizing time when she couldn't talk. She had to learn how to talk. Maybe during that time. It wasn't about sex because physically she couldn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Physically, that's not something she could do at that time. So, but maybe he supported her through, relearning how to talk and all of those things. So she didn't leave her husband. But then, and at that point, when you have to take care of somebody, that's a lot too.
I can't wrap my mind around why somebody would stay in a situation like that. For me personally.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely like a different type of a vibe. I think it does come with like having a mature attitude too, because you have to deal with things like jealousy and inefficiency and all this shit probably on a regular basis and know how to manage those emotions. I feel like if it's anything as far as like emotional intelligence, I feel like these people have it because they know how to manage those things properly to the fact where it doesn't affect them in a negative way. So
I feel like forcing yourself to deal with those things is not a sign of maturity. I feel like that's just you deciding to make yourself uncomfortable.
So that's right. If you force it, it's different. I feel like if you're forced into it, it's different. But if you truly like weigh the pros and the cons.
Right,
yeah,
cons
and you
of
seeing
it,
it's a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be open-minded in order to try and like even experience
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And I give a lot of these men a lot of credit to be open-minded, to be on TV, especially with the stigma of what's going on in our society. You know what I mean? It's always, and it's not as spoken about, no one talks about polyandry, so I love that TLC is adopting a show like this. I'm definitely going to be staying tuned. Equality is everything. I'm happy to see the growth in these relationships too, because I feel like this is how a lot of new relationships are going to end up being polyamorous. Nobody may want to be with just one person for the rest of their lives, and you may not even want to even be cheating either.
Right.
People fill up your cup in different ways. What you was going to say, Mo?
Exactly. No, I just wanted to say I just find it very strange, not strange, but how it's when it's seeking sister wives, it's just like, the husband, it's okay, but the minute the female does it for, it's like, the guy's a simp. But why does he have to be a simp? Why can't he understand the female that he's with and understand her different wants or needs and is okay with that because he's secure within himself?
I'll even say to that, Mo, Kenya said something in the first episode that really like touched me too, because she was like, it's like, how, like, do you realistically think you can't see yourself loving more than one person? And I'm sitting here like, no, I love women, like real shit, and I love multiple women in my life, and I got to be honest about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can entertain that thought of knowing how I love women, why wouldn't I also entertain the thought that my woman could also love like other men? It's different.
That's true. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
Are we doing final thoughts?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're done.
I thought we was doing final thoughts. Can I do my final thought right quick?
Okay.
Okay, so my final thought on this is because, I'm a dude. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. From my point of view, it looks like dude is a simp, and it looks like the other guy feels like he ain't gonna be simped. Okay, and I feel like I'm not even gonna say what they feel. I'm gonna say this is what it looks like to me. But from being inside the relationship, maybe it looks different to them. You know what I'm saying? And like Mo said, why is it, now when it's two guys, we look at it as, they are simping, they this and they that. I mean, as a man, we're supposed to be dominant. We're supposed to be, what I'm saying? We're supposed to be able to provide. And I'm supposed to be able to provide as much sex as you need. You know what I'm saying? And, to say that I can't. Sex. Yeah, it's about sex. It's about sex. Like she don't bring all
I don't think so. I mean, I disagree, but I don't think it's just really about sex. I disagree.
But that's an argument we're gonna have another time. This is my final thought. Okay. It's about sex, and I am complete. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, have a great night.
All right, tribe. Ratchet Robe review. Are you going to be watching Seeking Brother Husbands? I hope you are, so that we can talk about it right here. Put your questions, your comments, your thoughts in the chat. We're going to be responding back to you. We want to talk about this.
Why this nigga thought he dropped the mic though?
All right.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you for listening.
TJ, run it back one more time.
Totally. All right, tribe. Check us out wherever you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Amazon has podcasts. Also, you can go on our social media. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. And on YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces. We are on So Ratchet Face Podcast on YouTube, okay? And this is the Ratchet Robe review. And if you haven't noticed, we're in our robes.
Your robes are hot. Come on.
Whatever robe you got is welcome.
Guys.
Good night, tribe.
Good night.
Subscribe button right now, and make sure you comment.
Yeah, peace, y'all.
Peace.